when you're missing two guys like Zakai and Igor, can that, I don't know, rally the rest of the guys that have to pick it up?
Well, I could go back to the Kentucky game when they lost a key guy, and those things can happen. Basketball is a crazy game, but all I can tell you is we didn't talk about any of it. Yesterday we came into practice, did what we had to do, and I thought the guys were really focused on that. The game plan, the guys that played today. Igor wasn't with us yesterday, and Zakai obviously wasn't with us. And when they gathered at the circle to get done, Jemiah Meshach looked at every one of them and said, hey, we got enough right here. We got enough right here to get done what we need to get done, and we'll stick together, carry out the game plan, do what we're talking about here. And I'm as proud of these guys as any team since I've been here because of the way that they prepared for it and the belief that they knew they could go out and get a win.
Rick, you didn't seem too concerned about Zakai's status yesterday when we spoke. I guess maybe what changed and what's the status of him going forward?
He did get an MRI last night, and it showed no structural damage. But Chad will tell you, I tell him every day, you don't have to give me a medical report. I don't care. I'm going to coach who's out here. I don't look at it. I said, you come out and tell me something, I'll listen to you. But whoever's out here, we're going to try to get ready to play. And I know that if Zakai could have gone, he would have. Igor came in today. He did everything he could to get enough fluid in him, but he couldn't go. He fully wanted to try, but he couldn't. And but I think the way we handle it with those guys, we talk about once you get into conference play, you're going to have up and downs. You're going to hit some bumps in the road. You don't know what they are, but you expect them, and it's how we respond to them. And we talked about it last night. This is a chance to respond to a tough situation. Everybody had panicked because we weren't making shots. And like I said, we've lost 4 games to 4 really good teams and won a game against an outstanding team, a team that had beaten us by 30 a month ago. And I think it's just all the credit. And I thought that Chris Walker during his power talk this morning was awesome. He just said that I hope you guys know it's a blessing to have a chance to play in this game today, as it is for me to coach the game. And so we went about our prep, and I think our guys were focused and did what we needed to do to win a game today.
What was your message to Jordan going in, maybe as the main facilitator, and how did you think that he
Stay
performed?
out of foul trouble. The coaches early talked about maybe being aggressive, and I said, no, we can't, maybe double trapping the ball screen. I said, not early. We can't afford to, start of the game, everybody's on edge, referees, everybody, and I don't want anybody to get fouls. And obviously Felix picked up 2 early ones there. But that was it. Knew we were going to have to do it. Knew we were going to save our timeouts, especially for the last 10 minutes in case we had to use them to rest Jordan, Shaq. We knew those guys would play a lot of minutes. But really proud of him and really proud of his cardio toughness. And I thought when Chad really did something that we've been asking him to do, he got some separation where those guys could screen for him. He got his feet set. He got some great looks at it. And the ball was delivered on time at the end. But I thought when we called some things tonight, which we were putting them into some longer possessions, the execution coming out at halftime was good. We got a back cut that we wanted. We got a lob. And, again, to give the guys credit for executing.
How were you all able to limit Florida offensively, holding to just 44 points?
Well, I think you go back to the stat sheet from that game and the stat sheet from this game. I don't have my glasses on here, but I think probably the numbers you'd look at would be points in the paint. What is it? I haven't looked at this stat sheet yet. What do we get today? What was the difference? And I guarantee it was the same thing down there in their favor. I bet if you look at this stat sheet, that stat sheet, that's probably the number that jumps out because they had their way with us down there, did whatever they wanted to do. And beat us in there and I thought our big guys responded today, came back and tried to fight. I thought even when our guards were posted up down there, I thought that they put up a fight as the best they could. They're a really good team. They got great balance. Todd does a great job with them, and but again, just really proud of the focus that our players had today.
Coach, what's that one say about your guys' toughness?
Well, I think it says a lot about our team, our program, and our players. I mean, you guys know that we've tried to build the program on defense, and we've lost 4 games. 3 of them we did not play defense at the level we needed to and didn't shoot the ball well, and that compounds it. But when we're there and locked in, and we're in a league with some really good, I mean, Florida's an outstanding offensive team. Kentucky's an outstanding offensive team. Auburn, all of them, you name them. I mean, everybody in the league can do it. And for us to do that, I mean, I thought we knew it was going to be a real battle on the board with their length, and we got a lot of guys in there trying to go after the ball. But that's who we really are. I mean, you guys know that. We struggled offensively at times, but our defense has kept us in every game pretty much this year, and we needed a great performance today, and we got it.
Yeah. On that kind of same vein, how satisfying is a win like this for you as a coach to see 7 guys go out, do what they need to do, and win it with so much what you're talking about with defense and identity?
Mike, that's a great question because I told him it was one of the great wins that we've ever had here because of how, you think about the guys that were out there today. We had Bishop on the floor, Cade, and I just love the way they handled the moment. I thought Cade was really energized today, doing a lot of good things. Felix in the second half was terrific, but just really proud of them because a lot of them hadn't been in a game like this at that level, and for them to do it again. We could talk for an hour about Jordan, and I thought his cardio toughness really showed up today, and but to win a game when you got 2 starters out, and everyone knows. But you know what, a game like this, and I really felt, and I told the coaches this, win or lose, this game's going to help us because guys that maybe it's my fault that I haven't put them in situations where we can really truly see what they can do. Today they had to. I thought D. Stone responded well, Cade, and it's only going to make us better if we take advantage of it. But from a coaching staff standpoint, this was a special one because of the way we were beaten down there, and then the fact we come back with 2 starters out and play the way we did.
Rick, David, John, Reese.
Coach, you touched on it right there, but I would imagine given the circumstances, that's as impressive as a win as you guys have had all season. And one of the reasons I would think, too, is Felix and the way he was playing inside, especially to start that second half.
I thought a big play was when Shaq threw it to him in from the corner. He made that shot. I thought that was a big play for him. And we were talking about 45 threes after the Kentucky game, and 33 of them were uncontested. But it still doesn't mean that our post guys can't touch the ball. For us to continue to grow, and you guys get tired of me saying about getting better every day, we've got to get more balance, and the only way we're going to do that is to give the ball to those post guys. And if Felix gets his position, and they're not going to make all their shots. They're not. But if you look at them, they shoot a pretty good percentage. I thought Jamal was really good today. He might have shot. I can't read it. He's got how many shots he take, but I thought he was aggressive, putting the ball where he needed to, and that's what we need. I don't want us to be a team to stand around and depend on Zakai or depend on Chaz to do it. We got guys that can do some things, and we just need them to show us they can do it consistently, and that's how we can grow. But we need Felix, we need Cade, those guys that get some touches in there.
Rick, given today's situation, how much did you and the staff on the front end focus on the minutes that each of these guys were going to play, give or take, and how did that get affected with Felix's 2 quick fouls, and how do you think y'all just handled overall the minutes played today?
Well, I'm probably the worst with that because I'm like all players. I want them all. I wanted to play 40 minutes, but I wasn't very good. I couldn't. I did well to get 2, but the fact is, with the timeouts, I have the TV timeouts. And we know our guys so well. The biggest concern going in, and we had even talked about maybe if we get in foul trouble, do we go zone a little bit? Whether people know it or not, we do have a zone. We just haven't used it but maybe once or twice, show and go situation. But the biggest thing was staying out of foul trouble. And we knew last game, I thought they did a really good job last game of hitting with our ball screen action, hitting our guards. We did guard it better. Our post guys did a much better job with our ball screen. And then they were hitting it, and then they went through a period when they got some of those slip outs where they made a great adjustment to it. And but the biggest concern was taking care of the ball. And we knew they would go to their little three-quarter court pressure. I thought that helped us a little bit, to be quite frank, because we got some looks out of it. And but going into the game, we didn't know, to be quite. We knew that we're going to have to use everybody, and we weren't sure. We were just hoping we wouldn't get in foul trouble.
Seen Jemiah embrace the leadership aspect on the defensive end, helping hold the 2 Florida League guards to 16 points, I think.
Well, he had a great day. I mean, this same group of guys lit us up down there, I mean, and so we responded as a team. I mean, and that's what competitors do. You can't always come out on the high side of it, the good side of it from your standpoint, but a competitor is going to fight back. And we only play 3 teams twice this year, and that's why in some of these games there's no redos. That's why I tell our guys we can't have off nights defensively. But Jemiah's won a lot of games in a lot of ways here. He impacts winning, but I do like it when he was aggressive driving the ball today. We actually had put something in for him to do that, and they were trying to keep him from getting to his right, and I thought he handled that pretty well.
Coach Zakai barely sat down in this game. He was pretty much standing up the whole time, coaching up the players. What's it like to have him, kind of be almost like an assistant coach for you when he's not able to play?
Well, it's a great thing to have, because if you're at they talk about it, and we were talking about some of their actions they run, and he said, and he's not afraid to say, I think we need to do this. But the best part about it is his teammates trust him, and he's engaged. I mean, he could be a coach. I mean, he certainly can coach our system. He understands what we're looking for. But Jemiah's a high-level competitor. That's an incredible talent. He's got great, incredible cardio toughness. I mean, he's a guy that he could go out and play another probably 25, 30 minutes the way he just finished that up. But it's great when you have someone like that, and especially when a guy that's been with him for 4 years, Zakai's not playing. I do think he took it on himself to even take it to a higher level.